5 crucial food items that we should be stocking up on right now. Let's discuss. Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another coffee rant with Dano and Frank. You have to hit pause on this video to get your coffee together, whatever beverage you deem necessary. Go ahead and do that now. Not going to be a lengthy discussion, but we do have what I have put together of 5 items that we continue to see disappear, items that we have like food shortages of in some parts of the country, and ultimately going up in price, some as we speak. Number 1 on the list, which hasn't gone up in price yet, well, it has, but not as much as of recent, is coffee. Now, we've been getting a lot of comments over the last few days, actually, since we did a video from a couple different articles that talk about coffee prices that are going to be on the rise because of either heavy drought or heavy rain. Brazil's one, Vietnam's another. We did an entire video on this, which I will leave in the description box below. Make sure you check that out if you have not watched it. But we know that coffee's going to be going up in price. Some things already have in some different stores. Surprisingly, Walmart has been one where we have seen some of the regulars go up in price as of recent. Even the Great Value coffee. Great Value coffee over the last couple months has subtly gone up, not huge increases, but I have a feeling we're going to start seeing it like it did at Kroger, where it was jumping up a dollar every couple months for a while over the period of a year. So, we have to pay attention to these things in the future. Wanted to mention that one as number 1, as this is a coffee rant, and you guys know that I love my coffee. By the way, drinking Tim Hortons tonight. Tim Hortons, good coffee, smooth, nice light coffee. Not too strong, not too light, just right. Also, don't forget to hit that like button and feel free to share our video across your social media. Help spread the word, as we always try to keep you in the know of everything going on. Number 2 on the list, meat. Beef and chicken. Chicken continues to rise in price. We continue to see chicken prices rise. We tend to find some good deals on it, as that's what we do on this channel. Always try to find the best deals, show where they're coming from. Usually things happen in trends. Usually if chicken is on a good deal at like Kroger or something, we'll find a good deal on usually the same stuff at Meijer and some other places as well. Now, beef is kind of a big issue right now because of all the different, we're at the lowest herds of cattle since like 1961. I was reading an article on this the other day. I couldn't believe it. I was like, really? Like the lowest yields since 1961. I mean, that is crazy. There's been a lot of you talking about that in the comments as well. Now, we've seen meat prices go up. Here in Cincinnati, we've seen it kind of level off, but I don't let my guard down, guys. I don't let my guard down at all. I'm always, the sale prices have been less and less. As a matter of fact, the sales that we have seen on like steak and even hamburger lately have kind of been a bit outrageous. Like, this is what regular prices were just a couple months ago. Regular prices. The other day, I was looking at Meijer's New York strip steaks. $11.99 a pound on sale, $14.99 a pound regular price. And we're expecting these to go up, and we're seeing less and less. I went to Costco the other day, and the one thing that I noticed that was very low was some of the beef. I didn't see many ribeyes. I didn't see many, like, any other steaks there, but there was plenty of New York strip. So New York strip must be going around, right? And that was in Florence, Kentucky, at that Costco. And it was, they had a lot of pork, a lot of chicken, but not as much beef as I'm used to seeing. And we've seen kind of the same thing at Sam's Club as well. Not near as much as we're used to seeing. So take that for what you will. But when you find some sales, maybe not on sale, if you have some extra freezer space, this may be one thing that you want to stock up on a little bit if you like your meats. Number 3 on the list has to be canned/frozen vegetables. We continue to get comments where a lot of frozen vegetables have been low or out in some of your stores across the country. Now, we haven't had much of an issue with canned vegetables. I'll include fruits as well, because we've had a couple comments on different fruits. Haven't seen any issues with any canned fruits as far as Del Monte or any store brands, except someone had mentioned Publix a few days ago. Now, that was one person. Make sure you let me know down in the comments. If you shop at Publix, have you noticed any shortages on canned vegetables or canned fruits? Make sure you let us know. Kind of abbreviate your city and state if you don't mind. So, we have seen this issue in the past. Okay, and because of the things that are happening, we are expecting to see frozen and canned vegetables go up even higher than they already are. Don't know when that's going to happen, but like I said, we see things happen in trends. We've seen around here so far Meijer, which they've had plenty of frozen vegetables in lately. So let me say that at first. But there was a period of like a month where they were barely getting any in. Like they were selling out because they don't sell. They're not like most stores around here, at least here in Cincinnati. They don't sell like a ton at once. But I've noticed that when it gets lower and lower, and I'll even see like what looks to be maybe even the same ones the next week. And then it just doesn't seem like they're getting them in sometimes. We've gotten several comments from all around the country. Like I said before, a lot of frozen vegetables have been low or out. And a big one, which is surprising, has been Birds Eye. Now, we've said in previous videos that Birds Eye, it could be something where they're supplying, maybe, I'm not 100% on this, but a lot of people have talked about this on the channel, that Birds Eye may be supplying a lot of other store brand frozen vegetables, and they want to make sure that they're selling theirs first. Okay, hence why we've seen a lot of deals on Birds Eye lately, and that could be part of the reason why that store brand isn't coming in. Not really for sure on that, but also store brands are going to be cheaper too, so that's a big reason why. But we've seen this too. Most stores around here, except for Kroger, we've seen where a lot of store brand have been wiped out at times, including our Walmart. Great Value. Now, I've done videos where we've talked about this. It'll be, they'll be wiped out of broccoli or frozen broccoli. They'll be wiped out of corn, which is surprising. It really is. When you walk into Walmart and you look in the freezer aisle and it's like, they're gone. It's like, that's a head scratcher right there. Like, what's going on? Now, I will say in play with that, we also see a lot lower quantity of Great Value canned vegetables. And we've also gotten a lot of comments of canned vegetables of Great Value, low and some out in some Walmarts across the country. So again, keep everybody up to date on the channel here if you're experiencing this, if you're seeing this like we have. There's always a little bit where we are, but it has been strangely low over the last few months. I don't talk about it all the time, but because mostly they're still getting it in. And the way that Walmart has restructured like their stores lately, I've noticed a lot of them have done like a complete rehab on a lot of different Walmarts. They could be keeping a lot of that in the back. I've never actually been to our Walmart where I've seen it completely gone. I have been to our Walmart where it's looked like it's almost gone. So take that for what you will. But these kind of things, we want to make sure that, one, if you like the Great Value products, you want to stock up on them. You want to make sure that you have a little bit of backstock of things so that you can rotate some things out. 64 cents a can for corn, green beans, peas. That's a good deal. Now, somebody did bring up an interesting point the other day. I think you're a new viewer to the channel. Welcome. But if you do the little earthquake tests that I talk about on some of these things, like it's usually Aldi or Walmart. Aldi canned vegetables are 63 cents a can, Walmart 64 cents a can. If you shake them, one thing I have noticed is that a lot of them that you give a little shake, you will notice a lot of water. And how you can tell this is pick up a can of Del Monte and shake a can of Del Monte, and you're like, oh, that's a lot heavy. It'll feel heavier too, right? Sure, it's $1.50 a can, or but you're getting a lot more. Now, I can say the same thing with like Kroger store brand canned vegetables. If you go, they're 89 cents to 99 cents, which is a lot more than the store brands of Walmart or Aldi. But when you give them that shake, it's like, you're getting a lot more. It's very rare that I shake a can of Kroger vegetables and it not be full, right? Every now and then there'll be one, it's like, I'll put it back, get a different one. But, you want to make sure you're getting your money's worth. You're buying a can that you think is going to be a full can of vegetables, and it is not. I've also noticed this with beans, okay? canned beans. Not so much at Walmart as I do Aldi. Aldi, those Dakota beans, they also went up in price. The Dakota beans also went up in price. One of them went up to 81 cents a can. I think it was the mild beans. One of them, both of them went up. Both of them went up in price. One of them went up to 81 cents a can. Anyway, you can tell, you shake it, and it's like there's a lot of water in here. That's why I quit buying Dakota beans. Because I opened one. I had a couple. I bought a few. Back when we first started shopping at Aldi, I stocked up on those things. And we ate them. We went through them. But I haven't bought them since because there's a lot of water in them. I mean, most beans have a more water than like canned vegetables on most things. But these were significantly watered down. And I was like, I'm good. I'll get Meijer or Kroger. And those are always fine. Okay, now I'm not hating Aldi here. You guys know I love Aldi. But anyway, on to number 4, cooking oils. Cooking oils, haven't seen much of an issue around here in Cincinnati, but we have been getting more and more comments that olive oil and other oils have been disappearing. More expensive oils. Now, we've been talking about this for a while. Excuse me. We've been talking about this for a long time, actually. They've been saying that olive oil, because of things that are going on in Greece, Italy, where they predominantly grow a lot of olives, there's been a lot of issues with weather and stuff like that have really hurt the yields of that. And we've seen a lot of price increases because of that. But now we're starting to see some stuff not come back in. That is going to be another factor that drives up the prices. So at number 4, because we had a lot of comments on this one, I pretty much get a couple to a few comments every video. I've gotten some photos that some of our viewers have sent us of one of them was Sam's Club. Sam's Club's one where sometimes you'll go in there and some of the Pompeian and some of these other ones will be completely gone. And it may just take them a while to get them back in. Hopefully they don't go up in price, but let's face it, it probably will. So oils had to be number 4. Lots of comments, especially as of late. I've been noticing that as well. Places where I would normally say to go to get a lot of these different oils have been low or out. So, plenty of cooking oil like vegetable canola, that kind of thing. But, we've been to Walmart. We've been to Walmart where they've been completely out of vegetable. It's weird. It'll be completely out of vegetable oil or completely out of canola oil or one or the other. And it's really weird. I see that at Meijer sometimes too. You're telling me that everybody comes in and buys up the vegetable oil and then another time somebody comes up and buys up the canola oil? It's just kind of weird. I don't know what's going on there. But anyway, number 4, the oils. Number 5 is probably the most important that I would recommend stocking up on while we have a chance before the prices go up or before it goes away again is spices. Spices. You want to make sure as things start to go up in price, there's a lot more to this that I want to discuss that is not just buying up your favorite spices. In the future, we're not seeing prices come down on virtually anything. As a matter of fact, even the regular prices of food that has stayed the same, we're seeing sale prices get ridiculous. They're getting right up underneath what the regular price is. It's like there's not very many good deals. That being said, I went to Kroger today, and Kroger has a lot of awesome sales. So make sure you tune in tomorrow morning, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time. I don't want to go over anything going on because I was very excited for this video, and you will be too. Make sure you get your notepad ready. There are a lot of great deals going on at Kroger. It's good. But anyway, number 5, spices. I've been seeing a lot more spices come in lately. Not at Walmart. For whatever reason, Walmart just has trouble getting in spices. I don't know what it is. I mean, they're not selling them like crazy. I've never seen it where it's sold like crazy like that, but they're obviously having trouble getting them in. And a lot of other stores are too. Okay, but I saw a good amount of spices at Kroger today, but they are going up in price. They are going up in price. Even your cheapest ones are going up in price. Now, what I was talking about before, making sure that you just get some extra spices that you like, because we continue to see prices go up in the stores on different foods. You want to make sure that you're buying these spices so that when foods get ridiculous, which they already are, but when they get more ridiculous, you have all the different kinds of spices and stuff that you like while they're coming in, okay? So that you're able to get creative with your meals. Maybe add some different flavors, try some new things, because the more and more this food crisis hits the fan here, the more and more we're going to have to cut our portions. We're going to have to spread things out. We're going to have to get creative as we go along here, right? I mean, we're constantly trying different things to cut down meals, spread the meals out a little bit, add new flavors to try and spice it up. You can only have so much lemon pepper chicken, right? So at some point you got to have some kind of curry or something. I'm just saying, it's kind of an example, but I have seen more and more spices coming in to places like Kroger, where it's been traditionally low in a lot of different areas. So kind of been buying up some new different spices and stuff just to know that we have, right? The prices are high. The prices are expensive no matter where you go. But this is more to savor your flavor as we go along here. Savor the flavor as we go along. That way, when things get ridiculous, like I said, which they already are, I think that kind of puts some bulk buying in a better perspective. Like if you have a ton of chicken or a ton of beef, it's like, okay, I'm going to do this meal this night. I'm going to do something else with beef the next night, but we're going to add all these different other spices and spread it out. You know what I mean? Getting more creative. And because of the spice war, I say spice war, kind of a hit from Dune, if you've ever seen Dune. But spice, it's been something that we've gotten thousands of comments on over the last year, whether it's been low or out or the price increases. And this is one that we continue to get on the channel here. And it was just something I was kind of thinking about, like, so while we're seeing it coming in, might be a good idea to buy up some of the ones that you like, or maybe some ones that you want to try in the future, because who knows what the prices are going to be next week or even tomorrow. Well, those are the 5 items that we need to be stocking up on before the next round of price increases, which are coming. You better believe it. Or the next round of these being in short supply. These every one of these items that we have discussed have been at a shortage at one point or another over the last couple years. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope the video helped. Have a great night.